Hello and welcome to another episode of my Facts and Glitches series, where I continue to showcase more of what I've learned about GTA 5 in my almost 13,000 hours of playing the game and from my awesome viewers. Grand Theft Auto 5's code has within it various anti-piracy measures that were designed to make the game difficult or impossible to play for those who acquired the game by illegal means. It isn't clear if these were ever actually used, but it is very clear that the following effects were created for that purpose. Keep in mind that multiple of the following lists were to apply at the same time: a 6-star wanted level, a spinning map, invincible cops,
When I say you suck, I mean you really suck.
permanent snow, disable phone,
I'm making a run for the north side. This is it. Ah! Shit, I'm clear. You can blow the charges. It's on your cell, man.
Get away from the ship! They going up!
Blow 'em already. I need to warm up.
crash the game,
You know how it is.
Yeah, whatever, man. So what we doing here?
DMT, also known as Michael's hallucination effects, vehicles leak fuel then explode, and lastly, texture corruption. I suspect these anti-piracy measures were never actually turned on for the release version, or else we would have seen some evidence of it from someone. Like if even half these effects started applying to your game, you would probably go to Reddit and show some pictures even 10 years ago. Although it is funny to think that Rockstar was effectively making chaos effects before chaos mod was even a thing. GTA 5's game files show that the Mission Monkey business saw substantial changes during development to the degree that we only ended up receiving half the mission. In the release version, Franklin does so little that Trevor actually comments on it.
I think Franklin's the one taking the easy way. Guy's got his feet up in an aircraft hangar.
Trevor, on the other hand, has the role of flying down in the cargo bob to rescue Dave and Michael.
I can't believe they spent the tank from the Polito job on this chopper.
Originally, however, Franklin was to have this role, followed by his piloting the cargo bob while being chased throughout the city. The route we were to follow is incredibly long, lasting 10 whole minutes, before we would reach a point in the middle of the city to transfer the container with the nerve toxin before parachuting to safety. Instead of this in the release version, we skip this entire flight and just drop the container onto a truck at the airfield so that Dave can dispose of the toxin off screen. Honestly, I think this was a good change, as the sheer length alone is enough for me to think this was the reason why they cut it. But also, I'm not sure how they were going to force players to stay on this exact route, especially as the route was so important, they made animated assets for objects that we were to destroy during our escape. These include the facility panels, the recycling center,
You're gonna fucking kill us, T.
highway bank,
Fuck.
sprung billboard,
Oh, man.
and Michael's chimney.
Don't fuck around, T.
While in the release version, Dave and Michael ride inside the helicopter, they were originally going to be on top of the container, shooting at the enemies as we flew through the city. You can still see evidence of this in the game if you mod to change the camera during the cutscene with the container, as some of the animations of Michael and Dave climbing up and being perched on top still remain. While it is unbelievable that they could hold on during this entire flight through the city, it at least makes more sense than their being in the helicopter, because Trevor never actually lands on the ground, so they have no way to get inside. Speaking of Trevor, towards the final stretch of the city flight, he was going to open the back of the cargo bob and fire an RPG at the pursuers. This is actually very similar to the offshore version of the Merryweather heist, as in that mission, we are carrying a large object with a cargo bob and shooting at enemies from the back. Perhaps when they cut the idea from Monkey Business, they moved it to this version of the Merryweather heist. Or maybe the coincidental similarity between these two missions is another reason why they cut the Monkey Business version. Regardless of why they ended up cutting it, they clearly put a lot of effort into this version of the Monkey Business, so it must have been a hard decision to do. In GTA5's game files, there is code that enables your character to crouch. Obviously, this never made it into the game.
You don't belong.
I can only speculate why this was removed. Maybe it gave you access to areas that you weren't meant to get into. Maybe they didn't like the idea of people doing PvP and online and just crouching everywhere. Who knows? There is technically still one place in the game that characters can crouch, and that is prologue. They perform this action very rarely, largely because there has to be absolutely no cover anywhere near them for them to do it. Understandably, this circumstance realistically will never come about in normal gameplay. You can however manipulate them to get them into a position for this to happen. I have long believed that prologue was made very early in development and is largely distinct from the rest of the game, resulting in a few small cut features accidentally being left in. Just to be clear, yes, this looks very different from the normal stealth crouching that we have in the game.
You want to end up on the slab?
GTA5's game files reveal that originally there was a different process for spraying your car to lose the police. In the release version, we just drive into a mechanic's, select to respray our vehicle, and we lose whatever wanted level we have. However, at some stage in development, this spray painting room at the back was actually used. The player would drive into the mechanics and then into this small room to have their vehicle color automatically changed, and the cost for this service would depend on your wanted level. It was to be $500 for 1 star, $2,000 for 2 stars, $5,000 for 3 stars, $10,000 for 4 stars, and a full $30,000 for 5 stars. At the very least, it was certainly more expensive than what we got in the release version. Some text in GTA5's game files reveals that Trevor's death in Ending A was originally planned to be quite different earlier in development. Trevor was to be forced into crashing into a liquid nitrogen storage tank, resulting in him being frozen and Michael smashing him into many pieces. The only assets that remain of this ending in the game's files is Trevor with frozen hair and hands.
Let me know if you need a hand, okay?
With the power of the Rockstar editor, I bring you now the long-lost alternate ending. Credit to Alex106 for recreating the frozen Trevor model. One of the many missions that Trevor undertakes to steal famous people's belongings is Vinewood Souvenirs' Kerry.
This looks so last season.
Hey, Kerry, can I pet your pooch? I'm a big fan.
Dexy, that's your fault, you stupid bald prick.
This mission involves Trevor spooking and chasing a dog before eventually finding it at a fire station and stealing its collar. If you watch the dog closely as it runs, you might wonder why it suddenly turns into the fire station at all.
It's a guy chasing a dog! What is it with you people? There. I know, this is weird for all of us.
We don't see anything that would inspire the dog to change direction.
It's a guy chasing a dog! What is it with you people?
There is, however, an answer in the game's files, as there is an unused scripted fire truck that was originally meant to pull out in front of the dog, causing the dog to swerve to the side to avoid it, leading it into the fire station.
What is it with you people?
I have no idea why this was removed, but I doubt many even noticed the dog's odd movement.
You're gonna make a batshit crazy lady very happy.
While I'm not sure where this cut feature was intended to be used, in GTA5's game files, there is code to make it so that the lights around you sync with the song that you are listening to. Effectively, they would turn on and off in time with the beats.
Pretty soon I'll be getting on.
So I can wet my throat while I sag the blue cat.
GTA 5 was originally intended to be a touch more realistic, in that vehicles would naturally lose their fuel as you drove them. In the release version, as long as your car is not damaged, you will always have maximum fuel. While it is turned off by default, in the game files, the code still exists to make vehicles naturally lose fuel over time, eventually resulting in them being non-functional.
Would you come on, damn?
This feature was to apply to many types of vehicles, not just cars. Before Oscar Guzman came to GTA Online, he was a character in GTA 5 who was associated with the hangar property that Trevor could purchase.
Hey, D! Yeah, Oscar, what's up?
In the game files, there is an unused Oscar Guzman phone call that was originally going to play after the mission Predator.
Taking out some hillbilly crank dealers on a blood feud. That's what I live for.
Oscar! To what do I owe the honor?
What's this about you beefing with Martin Madrazo? If he connects us, we're finished. In every sense, man.
Nothing to worry about, my paranoid friend. It's all under control.
If you say so. Watch out, okay?
It seems like a fairly pointless phone call, so I can understand why they cut it. In GTA 5's first trailer, we see a crop duster fly over some crops and drop some pesticide over the farmers and plants. Despite always having access to crop dusters in GTA 5, we have never been able to do this ourselves, as we were never given the ability to use this spray feature. It wasn't until December 2022, with the Los Santos Drug Wars update, that we got access to this capability with crop dusters, at least in GTA Online, as we are directed to use this feature by Dax in some of his missions.
Go pick up some herbicide, then we're gonna go crop dusting.
This addition to the game means we can recreate that original trailer scene from a decade prior, although the NPCs do not act as they do in the trailer, and the animations of the farmers in the trailer no longer exist in the game. During an interview, Sean Fontino, Franklin's voice actor, revealed that on the mission Long Stretch, it was originally intended for Franklin to shoot D, not Stretch.
This some ballers bullshit. Nigga, that's some bullshit. Fuck you. Hey, we been set up, nigga. This shit fuck you, nigga.
Hey, I hated that they took me from killing dudes. Remember, I killed him at first, and they gave him the kill mode. I blew his off at first.
Yeah, you did.
And they gave him the tie.
In the firefighter version of the Bureau raid, Michael dresses up as a janitor to get access to the FIB building.
Franklin got us what we need. Put those on.
In the game files, there is an unused janitor cap that I guess was originally part of the outfit, but it was later removed.
You whine too much.
Yeah, fuck you.
Oh, don't even try it.
If you're new, just clear your pass with security and you can go up.
Yeah, they keep changing the contractors.
Yeah, because guys like me keep losing their jobs and agreeing to do this for less.
All right, head up.
I guess someone at Rockstar likes Michael's hair. Some of GTA 5's promotional art for Lamar shows him wearing a black magnificent shirt that he doesn't wear at any point in the actual game. This outfit, however, does exist in the game's files, he just never wears it for some reason.
Pick up this heat, nigga.
Why?
Business, nigga.
You can of course therefore change the game's files to put it into the actual game. During GTA 5's second trailer, we see Ron wearing a different outfit compared to the one we see him wearing in the release version of the game. While at no point in the game do we see him wearing the trailer outfit, it is easy to create by using mods to remove his collared red shirt. I guess sometime after the trailer's release, they concluded he looked a bit plain, so added the shirt. In the Franklin trailer for GTA 5, we see Franklin wearing a Feud FC jacket that is not accessible in the game, but it is findable in the game's files and so can be modded in.
Meow. I don't wanna know. Franklin! What the fuck? I mean, what the hell going on here?
The closest outfit we got in the release version is the Feud black jacket, which does look quite similar.
Maybe it will suit you one day.
In the Franklin trailer for GTA 5, we see an earlier version of the cutscene from the mission long stretch, showing Lamar wearing clothing that is not present in the release version of the cutscene or anywhere in the game.
Bitch, you ain't no more of a man than me.
I hear that.
Gangsta shit, nigga! Look who's bizarre!
You can, however, find this beta outfit in the game's files, so it can be modded back into the game.
Look who's bizarre! What's happening with it, man? What's up, fool?
Throughout GTA 5, the character Molly is always wearing the exact same blue outfit, but she does have other outfits in the game's files that are never used. I'm honestly not sure why. Perhaps they believed the character would be more recognizable if she always wore the same outfit.
We felt it was not perhaps the best idea for you two to be seen together for a while.
Where's the money?
So that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching. If you think you know of anything that would be of interest for this series, feel free to add it to my Discord. I hope you're all doing well.